Well, hello, Eurovision fans, and specifically to fans from Greece and beyond. I am right now joined by a very important team. As we all know, Greece will be represented by Klavdia, by her lovely song Asteromata. This song has been one of my all-time favorites so far, and I have been able to get in touch with a very significant part of this song and this journey. And I'm talking about the co-producers and producers. You may have heard their names. They're called Arcade. And I'm very happy to be tuned in with Athens, Diveno, and Gabriel are
Yeah.
with me from Arcade. And you can also see Lucas and John in the back living their best lives. Guys, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
I would like to go through a couple of things with you because I am a musician myself, and most of the times, well, I think all the time when we see the singer as the front runner, I always try to also mention who else is behind such an entry, like who wrote this song, who produced this song, who are the producers and all that. And when I did my reaction, I did see a lot of your name in the comment section. Like I was seeing congrats to Klavdia, but also congrats to Arcade. And I'm glad for the fans that I got to, connect with you online. Can we get to know you? Like who are Arcade?
Sure. Basically, we are a group of creative people. As you can see, there's a few of us. There's a couple of us, Pavlos and Yoni, who are not here with us today. We've been a group for about 5 years now.
Mhm.
Most of us. The initial arcade we started in 2017.
Mm.
We have been very active here in Greece. We've produced and wrote many songs throughout the years that have been very popular.
Mhm.
Uh, we also have been, this is our second time participating in Eurovision. We were part of the team of Stefania in 2021.
Oh, I love that song so much.
Yeah, Last Dance and Supergirl, which unfortunately didn't, uh,
Yeah.
Eurovision got canceled that year. Um, yeah, so there's a lot of things that we've been doing. Some people know us, especially here in Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The last couple of years, we are also a record label. We
Yeah.
became, besides the songwriting team,
Yeah.
and Klavdia was one of our first artists that we started to manage and do the A&R for here. So she's part of the team actually.
yeah,
Y- Yeah,
Like
perfect.
Klavdia is the same thing. Also, if you see, she's in the creators in the music, so she
Yeah.
also some melodies. She's
Yeah.
also part of the creation.
Yeah, absolutely. I did dig in like some information about you. Like I know that you worked with Ferreira and stuff, but I didn't know about Stefania. Like 2021 is a very is my all-time favorite Eurovision. And like I had loved Let's Dance. It was like such a good song. But can I get like how do you guys feel now that Asteromata has been officially chosen as Greece's like next entry for Eurovision? Because sounds wise, it's a different song than, Stefania's stuff. How do you guys feel?
Stefania was a collaboration also with Dimitris Kontopoulos
Mm, mm, mm.
oh,
and Sharon Vaughan.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yes, that's correct. Yeah.
more creative brains, more ideas.
Yeah.
We also worked in several songs until we end up to
Hmm.
dance.
mhm.
This time, it was a song that we started doing it, and within a week it was ready. It was just us, you know. It was just
Yeah,
the
it's a bit like we're very happy that we won the national final.
Hmm.
We've been preparing Klavdia to participate in Eurovision for some time now. We always thought that we don't need to force it.
Yeah.
We wanted to have the right song for her. It
Yeah.
was always a debate if it was going to be in English because she's amazing in English
Yeah.
or in Greek. Um, and basically, the only year that we didn't plan to participate, this is the year that it happened for us. This was very spontaneous, and we wrote the song literally a week before the submissions ended.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah.
Really. So this whole process for us was very fast, and we're still trying to process it. So it's a big, happy feeling that we made it. But yeah, also it's a new experience for us. Although we've been to Eurovision before, this is something new because it's totally our artists, our team, and we feel it's more personal this time.
The interesting story about it is that this week before the submission ends, we said, are we gonna do it? If a song is good, we're gonna do it. If it's not, it's okay. We won't do it this year. And we started composing, and Asteromata happened.
Mm-hmm.
Through some ideas they existed before, of course, like some parts of the verse or the word Asteromata, I think it pre-existed, I think.
Yeah,
And
the lyrics existed. Yeah.
as an idea and as a thematic song, as a theme song about the things that it's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
We finished it and we said, okay, it's good enough. We can send it. We will sleep good at night with the song.
When we finished it, we said,
Yeah.
"This is it. We're gonna submit it."
Yeah.
Okay. I mean I'm curious like because your input in Astoramata is instrumental, am I right? Not like
And
lyrical.
The
lyrical.
lyrics.
Everything.
And lyrical. So I'm curious which part came first? Like did the instrumentalization kind of like blossomed at first, or did the theme came along and then you guys were like, okay, let's work on this? Like how did this song like
Well, it's funny because it's like pieces fell together magically somehow. We had the lyrics beforehand. It was uh, um, it was more like a poem, not
The poem
lyrics
was already
really.
written,
Yeah.
actually.
yeah.
And one of us, Pavlos in particular, he was very persistent that we should use those lyrics for this song.
Mm.
Mhm.
Um, and Pavlos is he has a special way of feeling about music and lyrics. So we trust him in many things. So we use those lyrics that we already had,
Mhm.
and we compose the music over it.
Yeah.
So it started. Usually, we do the things at the same time. Like you have an idea, and then you have some. Um, we have a session that somebody plays something, and then we go at the same time.
You go through a chord progression.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I like this, I like that. This melody line is good, but it doesn't match the lyrics to change a song,
yeah.
a word or two.
And
And
this time we went the other way. So we started with the words.
Mhm.
It was a subject that really resonated with Klavdia,
Yeah.
and the obviously from the kind of the theme of the lyrics, we had to go a certain way, let's say,
Mhm.
which is the more traditional. We wanted traditional elements um, to be the star of the whole production. Definitely, we are trying to focus on Klavdia's voice, which is very powerful and very unique.
Yeah, very theatrical, yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, she has detail in her emotion. This is something that you find very hard in performances from singers.
Mm-hmm.
Many people sing very well and they have amazing voices, but to get very deep into the feeling of a song is a skill that is unique. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what we try to highlight on Klavdia's um, voice.
Yes, because he has it naturally. So for us, it was the direction of where to put her best moments. And
Mm-hmm.
even the key of the song plays a big part. She could sing it even higher if she wanted, but
Mm.
the emotion wouldn't be the same.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
has to be right there where the voice is super full in the high notes. It's
yeah.
not going in, when you go higher.
I
Or
mean,
even that.
so like is there when you guys were creating Astoramata, like did it go through like a dramatic genre change, or did you guys always feel like okay, this song has to stay in this lane, like very theatrical?
We focus more on, we don't plan things very much. We
Mm.
try to feel our way through the song. So we knew that our base was the voice.
Mm-hmm.
So anything we worked on, like even production wise or um, music wise or instrumentation wise, we always saw what each thing did to the voice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's so stripped down. It didn't start immediately as a cappella. It
Mm-hmm.
was a decision that was done, that was made afterwards because when she started singing a cappella, we all felt that this was enough.
It's a moment. Let's start
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
It's and at the same time, it's a ballad, and with ballads, you always have to be smart with ballads in Eurovision.
Yeah. Yeah.
We felt it's a risk. Everybody says that starting a cappella is a risk, but we felt that we had the right person to take that risk in the song. So
Mm.
it's just a cappella. You get an introduction of Klavdia with nothing else around, and this is a big bonus for her, I think.
Yeah.
So the voice was the main actor of the song,
Yeah.
and we tried to do the setup around it. Even when we started putting drums and elements
Mm.
like this to make it less boring through the process, because a ballad can be easily really, really boring if you don't pay attention to the details.
Mm-hmm.
So at a certain point, you feel that maybe you're listening also to a dance song and not a ballad. If
Yeah.
you see your body moving because the drums goes like this.
I,
We
I
we yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I have seen some takes, like especially in Greece, like some sort of like Eurovision parties when Asteromata is playing, and you actually see people like going like this,
Yeah.
and I think this will happen a lot at the Eurovision pre-parties. Like it's not a song to just stand still and listen. Like it actually gets you kind of like up and going because of what you guys did, and I do like the because you're very synthy. Am I right? Like you do a lot of synthy stuff. There's a lot
Mhm.
of like electronic build-ups happening, and it really worked with this song. A lot of people connect with this song, you know. I connected with this song. So many other people, Greeks or like non-Greeks, there are a lot of connections going on. Do you have like your own way of connecting with this song, lyrical wise, musical wise, if we can talk about this?
Um, yeah, I'll let Gabby start with the music. I'm going to talk about the lyrics
Yeah,
mostly.
because here you have from the arcade members, the ones that get advanced mostly in the lyrics and mostly in the music. I play
Good.
12 instruments, you know, I am like the multi-instrumentalist of the gang.
Yeah.
So mm, I'm always attached in the song in a very musical ways. For example, after the first verse and pre-chorus, it stops and the clarinet goes for a solo for a small part. This is where, when we thought about it, and we brought a clarinet player here, a friend of mine, to play this part, we were like, we were having the chills. Like this is another moment that is also instrumental. So, and then again, she goes with the high and the and her voice goes it adds to that emotion, every detail musically, at least for me, it talks to my soul. I wouldn't, if I was from another country, I wouldn't care about the lyrics. Usually that's what I do though. Okay, I'm guilty about that. Sometimes I follow the melody and I create my own images.
Yeah.
So that song is this to me. I have my past, my history from the north of Greece where I come from, and we're coming from Istanbul as a family if you go back in the generations. So
And
I
my
connect with,
family is coming from Thessaloniki, by the way. So like
okay,
back
Really,
generations.
city.
I'm from Thessaloniki.
Yeah, so like my grand parents
Cousin.
from Thessaloniki.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Yeah.
might be cousins, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe if you speak about it, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's the thing about the music. You can transcript images in your head however you want to go through. But if you know what it says, really, and Divano will
Mhm.
explain about.
Yeah, I'm more connected with the words, obviously, but I was really surprised that your reaction was one of the first reactions that I saw, and I was so surprised because I didn't expect it. I expect a Greek person to feel more emotional,
Mm.
but to be honest with you, we didn't plan for it to be so emotional. It just, I guess um, now that I see the result, um, us focusing on the emotion worked this time. It's a hard thing to do in music. Me personally, I connect with the song very much through the lyrics because it was lyrics that were written for a specific period of my life that I was feeling some things. I'm a new father. Um, the song says Asteromata means a beautiful woman with like beautiful eyes, like eyes like stars.
Mm.
Uh, Obviously, it was a word that I heard through my grandmother. She has roots from Minor Asia,
Mhm.
like many Greeks have. It was also something that Klavdia wanted to have in her song. So the whole theme connected with me through, as a starting point, through Klavdia's background and our background, but it became a personal thing because um, for me, the starry-eyed girl is my daughter. So um,
Mm,
song talks about people that lose their roots, not their land necessarily. It's whatever is a root for a person. Uh,
mm,
People have their kids, their parents. You might lose your home, like in a horrible situation, like a war. We see people losing their roots every day, like immigrants coming to our country. Not only us as our history,
yeah,
it's something that happens today to everyone in the
yeah,
around the world.
absolutely.
So the song it was for me it was about this, and that's how I'm connected to it.
If
Yeah.
you miss something that you felt you belonged into, or it belonged to you,
Hmm.
then this applies to you. It could be a person,
Yeah.
a land, a home,
Yeah.
a relationship, something.
I
If you
feel like I'm really glad that you guys actually brought it up because it kind of like shows how universal this song is, and it is a personal song, and I think everyone should be allowed to connect with this song in their own way because I think you guys have created, a conversation with this song. In my own case, it reminded me of my and I'm gonna say this actually. I would like to say this. My ex-partner, who is a lovely
Mhm.
Greek person, and we used to call each other pedimo, you
Mhm.
know.
It's
And and I didn't know, obviously I don't speak fluent Greek, but I could understand something like some sort of like loss, some because I also could read it from Klavdia's voice, like it's almost like grieving for some sort of like loss, and for me, I just teared up. It wasn't I I had had a good day, but I wasn't planning on crying, but I was just like, oh my God, like it took me to a moment of so much love and then the loss and all that. And I think in that sense, this song really, really does beautiful things to people. And I think it should be the focus now that it's en route to Eurovision. Okay, you guys have, like I said, worked with a lot of people that we are familiar with. Stefania, Ferreira. What's your favorite Greek/Cypriot Eurovision entry?
We have to be diplomatic here.
You have to be
yeah,
diplomatic, not something you produced, maybe.
yeah, of course. But also, it's
Yeah,
an easy answer. I mean, for Greece, we would choose Helenas Paparizou that brought the win
Yeah,
20 years ago,
absolutely.
actually.
we worked with many people that went to Eurovision. Actually, we worked with Elena Paparizou very much. We've done most of her work the last couple of years that she has released. Sakis Ruvas,
Of course,
um,
he's a personal friend as well.
yeah, Tamta. We worked with many people.
Mm,
But yeah,
For Cyprus, would choose Eleni, of course.
Eleni
yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
The most
Ego was yeah.
emblematic. I don't know if there's a word I
It
can use.
still is. She's
Yeah,
a Eurovision legend with
yeah.
that participation,
yeah,
Eleni.
In the
So,
hearts of many, many people, she won that year.
yeah.
but the queen of obviously here in Greece of Eurovision is Elena Paparizou.
Nobody to, obviously. I mean, she's also a queen of Eurovision in general, anyways.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely out of discussion. But are you guys also involved with the next steps now that Klavdia is going to Basel, like staging wise and all that? You guys are involved? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we are a label, as Gabi said. We are collaborating with Panic Records,
mean.
the love partners in this project. We will together observe everything that happens and help anywhere we can with whatever we can help.
We're
So yeah.
in the part that we see our options now about
Mhm.
the partners that we're gonna have for every detail of the song. Because okay,
Mhm.
we did some collaborations for the Greek final. We were all, for some of them we were obliged. It was like this. They told us you will be there. This is gonna be the director, the choreographer, blah blah blah. Now we have a word. Now that we won, so we all together
Yeah.
with the company and the Klavdia, of course, we're
Yeah.
trying to decide
I
for the
mean,
best.
the Greek final was great, and they tried to do something after so many years, and it's
Yeah.
really needed.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Everything happened kind of fast. This is fine. I mean, music is an industry that everything happens fast, so you have to work with it. So we were happy with the result that we actually managed to win. Now we definitely are making our plans to have a great staging. This is something that this song definitely needs to complete the story.
Absolutely.
Uh, but I can tell you that definitely our point of view is that we need to do everything without distracting the main star of this whole song, which is the voice.
Mhm.
Klavdia, the voice.
That
This
makes
is
us
the whole key.
very, very happy that people they will comment about things all the time,
Hmm.
but most of them they get the point. Like the point is the
Yeah,
song, the voice, the meaning, the feelings, the
Absolutely.
emotions. If we can add to them with the image, of
yeah,
course,
we will try to do
we
that
will
part.
try to do that as well. But already we are happy that people get it
Yeah.
without the around the sauce. They
Yeah,
get the
exactly. I mean the sauce, yeah. Exactly. I mean the I think now that's the kind of like focus, but the crucial part is done, which is the voice and the song. That's done. That's in the pockets. But I know it from so many people, Eurovision fans from all countries. Like the eyes are on Greece right now. Not to put you on pressure,
no,
but
no, no, no.
people
We
are
want that.
very much incredibly curious about the staging and how things will look like in Basel because I think that it's an amazing epic theatrical song. Guys, last but not least, what's your message to all the Eurovision fans watching this interview right now?
Oh, a message.
Message to the fans. Who are we?
No, I mean, obviously our message is, Eurovision is, it needs to be an opportunity for people to come together.
Hmm.
Uh, we can celebrate together, but we can also feel things together. Like our song is that approach, um, which is a lot harder. Like
Yeah.
we can party easily in Eurovision, but at the same time, I think, especially in the times that we live now, is an important opportunity for people to connect emotionally as well. So
Hmm.
our message is be open with your emotions. Eurovision is a perfect stage for that, and we'll see you in Basel and
Yeah,
hope
of
for
course.
the best.
And also Eurovision is a contest that, as Deveno said, brings nations together, brings people together. It's about positive messages, equality. We are all that. We are a democratic team that we discuss things. So we want this from everybody, politically, emotionally, everything. We bring this with us and in the table of Eurovision, and we hope people will understand it through the whole process.
Absolutely. And I think it's a great way to start conversations via music, especially if the music is great and beautiful, like you guys have created. So what better way to just, open ourselves up to that. But guys, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ for tuning in with me today. It was a real pleasure. And like I'll be personally looking forward to following more news from you
Mhm.
and Klavdia. Hopefully see you at some pre-parties and all that before Basel. And honestly, wishing you the best of luck and all the success. You deserve it.
Thank
Thank
thank you
you.
for the stage. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about the things that was important for us as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
of course, guys. Anytime. Take care.
You
take
too.
care.
Bye.
See you soon.
Okay, guys, wait. Let me just pause this. Okay.